Emily had always felt different from the other kids in her small town. While they spent their days playing on the schoolyard or riding their bikes through the neighborhood, Emily preferred the quiet of the dense forest that bordered her home. There was something about the towering trees, the gentle rustling of leaves, and the soft chirps of birds that made her feel at peace. But there was one secret that set her apart even more, a secret she could never share with anyone. It all started when she was 12. She had wandered farther than she ever had before, her curiosity leading her deeper into the woods. As she followed the sound of a babbling brook, she saw something unusual sitting on a low-hanging branch. A small monkey, with deep brown eyes and soft golden fur, was watching her. At first, she thought she was imagining things. Monkeys weren't common in their town, and she had never seen one outside of the zoo. But the creature was very real, and instead of running away, it simply observed her, tilting its head as if trying to understand her presence. She didn't know why, but she felt an instant connection to the animal. She sat down on a nearby rock, staying as still as possible. The monkey seemed curious, inching closer little by little. When she held out her hand, it hesitated but eventually reached out, touching her fingertips lightly before darting back. Emily felt a strange sense of joy. It was as if she had found a friend in the most unexpected way. She decided to name him Benny. From that day on, Emily returned to the woods every afternoon. She would bring small pieces of fruit from home, apples, bananas, and grapes, leaving them on the rock where they first met. Benny quickly warmed up to her, and before long, he would come running as soon as he spotted her. He would climb onto her shoulder, chattering excitedly, playing with her hair, and sometimes even tugging at the drawstrings of her hoodie. Emily found herself laughing more than she ever had before. As weeks turned into months, their bond grew stronger. Emily told Benny everything, about her troubles at school, about how she often felt like she didn't belong, about the dreams she had for the future. He would sit beside her, listening intently, as if he understood every word. It was the kind of friendship she had always longed for, one that was free of judgment and expectations. But she knew she couldn't tell anyone. Her parents wouldn't believe her. If they did, they might try to take Benny away or alert the authorities. The thought of losing him was unbearable. So she kept their friendship a secret, sneaking away every day, making sure no one followed her. One autumn afternoon, as the leaves turned shades of gold and crimson, Emily arrived at their usual meeting spot to find Benny acting strangely. He was restless, pacing back and forth, occasionally glancing toward the deeper parts of the forest. Emily sat down, calling him over, but he hesitated. Finally, he climbed onto her shoulder, chattering softly in her ear. She could sense his unease. Something was wrong. A rustling sound came from the bushes nearby, and Emily's heart pounded. She turned quickly, expecting to see a deer or perhaps another small animal, but instead, she saw something she never expected, her younger brother, Tyler, standing there with wide eyes. "Emily, what are you doing?" he asked, stepping closer. His gaze shifted from her to Benny, who had now clung tightly to her. "Is that a monkey?" Emily froze. She had been so careful. How had he found her? Tyler was only 10, but she knew how much he loved to talk. If he told their parents, it would be the end of everything. "Tyler, you can't tell anyone," she pleaded, stepping toward him. "Please, just keep this a secret." Tyler frowned, looking conflicted. "But how did you find him? Where did he come from?" Emily sighed, explaining how she had met Benny and how they had become friends over the past year. She told Tyler how special Benny was, how he wasn't just an animal to her, he was family. Tyler hesitated, then smiled. "Can I pet him?" Emily let out a breath of relief and nodded. Slowly, Tyler reached out, and to her surprise, Benny didn't pull away. Instead, he sniffed Tyler's fingers before nuzzling into his hand. Tyler giggled. "This is so cool." For a while, everything seemed perfect. Tyler kept her secret, and he even joined her on some of her visits. Benny warmed up to him quickly, and the three of them spent their afternoons together, laughing and playing in the hidden clearing. But deep down, Emily knew it couldn't last forever. One evening, as she was setting the dinner table, she overheard her parents talking in hushed voices. "Did you hear about the reports?" her father said. "A few people spotted a monkey near the woods. Wildlife officials are looking into it." Emily's stomach dropped. This was exactly what she had feared. If the authorities found Benny, they would take him away. She had no idea where he had come from or if he had a family, but she knew one thing: she couldn't let them take him. That night, she barely slept. She kept thinking about what to do. Running away wasn't an option, but maybe, just maybe, she could help Benny escape before anyone found him. The next morning, she told Tyler her plan. "We have to take him deeper into the forest, somewhere far where they won't find him." Tyler looked sad but nodded. "I don't want him to go, but I don't want him to get hurt either." They waited until sunset. Emily led Benny toward the farthest part of the woods she had ever ventured, holding back tears with every step. When they finally reached a secluded clearing, she knelt beside him. "Benny, you have to stay here, okay? It's not safe for you anymore." Benny looked at her with wide, innocent eyes. He didn't understand. He clung to her, making soft noises of protest. Emily felt her heart shatter. "I love you, Benny, but you have to be free." She pulled out his favorite apple, setting it on the ground before stepping back. Benny hesitated, but eventually reached for it. Emily took that as her moment to turn away, grabbing Tyler's hand as they walked back, leaving Benny behind. The next few days were agonizing. Every time she went into the woods, she hoped to see him, but he was gone. The wildlife officials eventually stopped their search, unable to find any trace of the monkey people had reported. Emily missed him every day, but deep down, she knew she had done the right thing. Benny was free, living the life he was meant to live. And no matter what, he would always be her best friend, the one who had understood her in a way no one else ever had.